Hi, and welcome to a very new session of number system. This is session number 6, and in this session we are going to discuss the questions which are in the exercise 1.3. So I am going to discuss exercise 1.3 with you, and I will take some few of the questions which are a model type questions in themselves, and with the help of those questions you can solve other questions. So let us start with question number 1. And question number 1 say, write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. 36 over 100. And another one is 1 by 11. Let's say this is first part, A part, and this is B part. Both can be represented in the decimal form, and one will have a terminating and one will have non-terminating, which will have a terminating decimal. If and only if, before solving this, I will just like to tell you, without solving them, you can directly answer the second part, what kind of decimal expansion they have, whether they have terminating or they have a non-terminating repeating. So non-terminating repeating, when they will have. If I will have a number like this, a over 2 raised to the power n 5 raised to the power m. If the denominator can be written in this form, then it will always be terminating. Or I can write it like this. If a number is n, and here I will write a and b. Or if a number is like this, n over, and I will have here something 3 raised any other than them, we have 3 raised to the power a, 7 raised to the power b, or something like that. Whether I can have 2 or 5 also, but we will also have 3, 7 like them, then it will be a non-terminating. Other than them, or I can say this, I can say n over any number other than 2 and 5. This is, see here what I can write. I can write 36 over 100 can be written directly as this. Okay, now this is the answer of first part. Now for the second part, what I have to do is I can write it like 36 over 2 raised to the power 2 into 5 raised to the power 2. So it is a terminating. Here it can be written as 0.0999 or 0.09 and so on. This is it will be it will not go again, so it will be so repeated, or I can write 0.09 bar. It is repeated a number of times, and since the denominator here is like this, 11 raised to the power 1, so it is a non-terminating. Repeating decimal, a recurring decimal. Okay, let's see other examples I would like you will do with yourself. Let's say I will take one more part of this. Question number 1, I will take part 3, third part of this, and the third part is 4 whole 1 by 8. How I read? It is 4 whole 1 over 8. Okay, or I will say 1 by 8. So it is a 4 whole plus 1 by 8, and I can write it like this. It is 32 plus 1 by 8, and it is 33 by 8. And now 8 can be represented as 2 raised to the power 3 into 5 raised to the power 0. So it is a terminating. Now for a decimal place, what I have to do is I have to put it like this. Directly I can put it in this form. Directly I can put it like this: 4 plus 1 by 8, and I can put 4 plus 1 by 8 directly can be written in the form 0.125. So directly I can write 4.125, or I can first of all divide by this and then I will write 4.125. So this, both the ways are perfect, because it is a whole number, natural number is here, integer is here, and this is a fraction, so I had to convert fraction, so I can convert this and put it in this form. Clear? So this is how we will be able to solve, and I will put the rest of the 3 parts of this to you. Okay, let's go for another one. Question number 2, and question number 2 is a very good question. Question number 2, and this question is given, something is given, 1 by 7. Yeah, they have given 1 by 7 is 0.1429, 142857. Okay, and bar. Repeated again by again, repeated. So what they had to ask you is, this is given, this is something given to you. Now what they are asking you? They are asking you what is the value of 2 by 7, and you don't have to do any multiplication. 2 by 7 is nothing, it is 2 times of 1 by 7, and 1 by 7 is given as 2 times of 0.142857 and bar. Just multiply this by 142857 by 2. 4 carry 1, 10, 1 carry 1, 16, 1, 7 carry 1, 5, and this 8, and this is 2. So it will be 0.285714 bar. If I had to multiply it by 3, what will be? 3 times of 1 by 7. So it will be 3 times of 0.142857, and I will use this value. 7 3 times 21, carry will be 2. 5 3 times is 15 plus 2 17, carry will be 1. 8 3 times 24 plus 125, carry will be 2. And 3 2 times 6 plus 2 8, and no carry. 4 3 times 2 12, 1 carry, and 3 and 4. So this bar will be the value of 3 by 7. And similarly, we can have the value of 4 by 7, 5 by 7, and 6 by 7, and for 7 by 7 directly we can write 1. So 2 of them I have solved, and just do yourself 4 by 7, 5 by 7, and 6 by 7. Do it yourself. Okay, I'm sure you will do it. Just simply you have to multiply them, and probably you know the multiplication. Let's move to question number 3. Question number 3 is, express the following in the form of P by Q. P by Q, and where PQ integers. Okay, now the question is given. The first part is 0.6 bar. So 0.6 bar I will solve with the both ways. X is equal to 0.66666, so on. Since it is, I will multiply by 10, so it will be 6.6666 and so on. This is first equation, this is second equation. I will subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. I will get 10x minus x is equal to 6.6666, so on, minus 0.6666 and so on, and it will be 9x is equal to 6.0000 and so on, and x is 6/9 and it is 2/3. Directly I can put, but with the shortcut which we know, the second method, the shortcut which we have discussed in theory. So directly this number is 0.6 bar, so I can directly put 6/9, and it is because only one term is repeated, so 6/9, and it directly can be written as 2/3. So directly also I can solve this question with the help of shortcut method. Let's go to the next part of this. We have second part of this is given. Second is 0.47 bar. The bar is on 7, 4 is not repeated here. 4 is not repeated, 7 is repeated only. So what to do, how to do? Again, take x is equal to 0.4777 and so many number of times. First of all, I will multiply it by 10 because only one non-repeated term is there, so it will be 4.7777 and so on. Let's say make it equation number 1. Again multiply equation number 1 by 10, I will 100, it will be 47.7777, so on. 2 minus 1, what I have, 100x 10x equals to 47.7777 equals to 4.7777. It will be 90x equals to 47 minus 7 is 43.0000. X equals to 43/90. With the shortcut, see, if x equals to 0.47 and 7 is repeated, directly I can write 47, both the terms minus non-repeated term over 9, as many number of repeated terms, since it is only one term is repeated, so I will put 19, and how many non-repeated, one non-repeated, so I will put 0, so it will be directly can be written as 47 minus 4 is 43/90. So I get the same answer here what I have. So with the shortcut also I can do, and with the theoretical part also, in more elaborate way I can do it. So let's say the third part I will leave it for you. Do it yourself. It's for practice. 0.001 bar. Question number 4 is a very interesting question and very surprising question. Very, very surprising question it is. Question is like this. Express 0.9999 and so on in P by Q form. In P by Q form. So what is, if I will, and are you surprised with your answer? Are you surprised by your answer? With your teacher and classmate discuss what the answer makes sense. Now say If I will say like this, x equals to 0.9999, 10 times of x will be equals to 9.9999. I will subtract 2 minus 1. So what I get 9x equals to 9.0000, and x gets 9 by 9, and I get 1. That is 0.9999 and so on is equals to 1. Are you surprised? Really? The surprising factor can be explained in this way. This is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. Say, if I am saying 0.9, I am saying 0.9. 0.9 is the ninth part. This is like this. If I will have, I divide this into, say, some equal parts, and let's say I put 1 as here. So if this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it is like this. So 0.9 is this. This is 0.9. But I have still, I had to make some more accuracy. This is 0.99. I had to make more accuracy. This is 0.999. I had to make more accuracy. 0.9999, and so on. What is just happening here is, what I'm doing is, it is just like that. I'm just trying to come up, just going closer and very closer to 1. I'm not touching 1. This value, whenever I will just write 0.9. This is 0.9. But if I write 9, this is more closer to 1. If I'll put 9, this is more closer, more closer, more closer, more closer, more closer, more closer. And if I will have infinitely 9s, that comes to be very, 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 very closer to 1. But still it is not equals to 1. What is happening here? This value is less than 0.9999999. That means this is 9 written 9 times and this is 9 written 10 times. This value is less than this value. So whenever I have infinite number of 9s, this is coming very much closer to this. This value 1 is an approximately closer integral value. Closer integral value of 0.9999. This is the reason why we are surprised. If I will write, say 1 by 3 is 0.3333 and so on, so on, so on. On the number line, if this is 1, this is 2. So this is 0, this is 1. So 1 by 3 is nothing. It is, I divide this into 3 equal parts. So this represents 1 by 3. But if I had to write this one, this is not representing this one. This is not representing, this point is not represented by this. This is a very closer point, another point which is very much closer to 1 by 3. This is something which is approximately equals to this. Okay, this is not exactly equals to this. Exactly it is not. Up to what number of decimal places I am taking this, it depends on this. Okay, so this is how this gives me a surprising. It is very hard to digest these type of things. By 9999 becomes 1. Very, very surprisingly. How it will be? So how it becomes? Because it is very much closer to 1. Okay, let's say move to the another one question. What can be the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of the digits in which decimal expansion of 1 by 17 Okay, so how many? So I think it is very easy. You can do it yourself. 1 by 17. You have to divide, and the block means how many number of terms. For example, we have for 1 by 7. 1 by 7 we have 0.142857, and this is the, and they are repeated. So the block is known to be 6 digits blocks. 6 digit block is there. So it is the same question they are asking. What can be the maximum number of digits being the repeating block of the digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? So do it yourself. Okay, I'm sure you will do it. And let's take question number 6. Look at several examples of rational numbers in the form of p by q, yes, where p and q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimals representation. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? Yeah, they have terminating decimal representation. Terminating, I have discussed this one. This part I have discussed. P and q are integers, and this is in the form of PBQ. PQ are integers, they are integers, and moreover they are co-prime. They don't have any common factor. And what they are saying, P over Q that results in, what they say, the results that results in a terminating decimal representation, in terminating decimal representation. So how? I have discussed this with you in the same session previously. I have discussed. So Q, they are asking nature of Q. So I have discussed Q should be of what factor? It should be a multiple of it can be, you can say it can be written in the form of 2 raised to the power a and 5 raised to the power b. That is, it only includes Q, only includes prime number 2 and 5. That is only 2 and 5 are the prime numbers there. Any number we give it is like 2 raised to the power 1 into 5 raised to the power 3. It can be like this. It can be 2 raised to the power 5 into 5 raised to the power 0. Any, they can be represented in this form where a and b belongs to whole number. So this is of this form. Clear? We have discussed this previously also. Now this comes as a question. Now you just understand this. Whatever we are discussing, everything, and it somehow comes into question, and very, very important. Everything is important here. And the 7th question, write 3 numbers whose decimal expansion are non-terminating, non-recurring. Lots of 3 numbers whose decimal expansion are non-terminating, non-repeating. So non-terminating, non-repeating, you can write 7th question, you can write say 0.10, 110, 1110, 1110, and so on like this. Or I can write like this, 0.325, okay, 425, okay, 525, and so on. I can write like this. I can write 7.32940, okay, and then I will write 3294000, 3294000, and so on, so on, so on, so on. So these are the numbers which are non-terminating. They are not terminated anywhere, but they are not repeated also. They are non-terminating, non-recurring decimals. So I can write any number. If they want more, I will write also more also, you can write. Eighth question, find three different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. Okay, yeah, important question. And we have, till now we have not discussed the concept of this. We have discussed the concept of finding out the rational numbers between two given real numbers, but we have not discussed to finding the irrational numbers. So if we have a number 5 by 7 and the another number is given 9 by 11, and we have to find out any three irrational numbers between them. So how to find them? So first of all, we have to put them into a decimal representation. Now 5 by 7 can be represented into the decimal form as, this is 5 divided by 7, okay, 0 point, I will put 0, 7, 1, so it will be 1 time, then it will be 4, it will be 7, 3, 0, so it will be 28, 2, 0, 4, 2, 16, 14, 6, 0, 8, okay, it will be 56, okay, 40, it will be 5, 35, and 5, it will be 0, so it will be 7, 1, 4, okay, 2, 8, 5, 7, and so on, so on, so on. So it will be 7, 1, 4, yeah, this will be the bar, so it will be 0.714285 bar, and 9 by 11 can be represented as, just try to solve them, 0.90, I will put 8 times 88, 20, okay, so it will be one time, it will be one time 81, 11, again 9, so again put 0, so 81, 81, 81, 81, 81, so it will be 81, 81, 81, or I can write like this also, 9 into 1 by 11, or 9 into 1 by 11 was 0.090909 and so on. So it will be, multiply them, it will be 81, 81, 81 and so on, so on, 0. So directly I can write like this, it is 0.81 bar. So we have to find out the rational numbers between these two. One is 0.714285 and the another one is 0.81 bar. Now, very easy. If I will write the number which is in between them, the first number I'm writing like this, 0.7, it is more than this, and I had to make it more than this one, so I will put 72. So it is more than this number, and now I can put it like this, 720, 7200, 72000 and so on. This is the first number. The second number I can put 0.730, 7300, 73000 and so on. I can put another number like this, 7. Instead of, let's say, instead of 4, 3, 4, I will put it again, let's say 7, 1 I will put. Instead of 4, I will put 5. I will put another 7, 1, 55, 7, 1, 555 and so on, so on, so on. So this is the way you can write n number of irrational numbers between any two given rational numbers or irrational numbers. Any number you can write out. So this is the way. They have also only for 3, so I have written 3 here. Okay, I am sure it is clear to you. Let's move to the Last question of this one, classify the following and as a rational or irrational numbers. So when a number becomes an irrational number, whenever it is not in the form of p by q. It is not irrational is not in p by q form or non-terminating. Non-repeating. So this is for question number 9. So this is for irrational. Let's do this. We have root 23. So it does not belongs to rational number, so irrational. The second part is square root of 225. It can be written as a square root of 15 into 15, and it can be written as 15, and 15 belongs to q, so rational. The another one is 0.3796, and it can be written as 3796 over 10,000. It belongs in the form of p by q, so rational. Fifth one, 7.478478, 0.7, the number is 7.478478 and dot 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 dot. It's repeating or non-repeating, we can't say it like this. It is 478478. This 478478 is repeated, so it can be repeated as 7.478 bar. So it is a non-terminating repeating, so it is a rational number. And the last one, 1.101.001.001.00001 and so on. We have done this, we have an example in our book also, this. So it follows a pattern, but it is not repeating. 1 0, 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros. It is good for some reasoning type question. If I will say, okay, you have to fill up the next, complete the series, you can complete it. There is 1 0, 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros, and we have 5 zeros, but it is not a rational number. It is non-terminating but non-repeating also, so it does not belongs to q, so it is a irrational. Clear? So this is how we have solved the questions which are based in this exercise one by one, and more importantly, I think they are clear to you. If you have any issue, just please repeat this session again and try to understand it. Okay, so have a nice time, and we will meet in the next session. Bye. Thank you.